What's up guys, Sarah Benjamin here for another video. I just want to take a quick second to thank you guys for liking, commenting, and subscribing. That truly is the reason that I make these videos. It really does motivate me. Today, as usual, I'm here with my good friend Ty. On my channel lately, we've been focusing a lot on the half butterfly guards. I really try to do things in segments so you guys can get a good amount of knowledge to go out and implement these techniques. If you're not familiar with the half butterfly guard, check the link in the description to get the basics video. I definitely recommend starting there. And today we're going to be looking at a bunch of different Kimuras that we can use from the half butterfly guard. So we got a lot to go over. Let's get right into it. The Kimura is one of the most universal positions in grappling, and there is so much that you can do with it. So discussing it specifically from half butterfly, we're going to start in our half butterfly with frame control. So frame control meaning I'm focused on framing. This is underhook control, and then this is our double underhook control. Bunch of different methods of control. There's constantly a dispute between whether you should grab the wrist with your thumb around it or with a monkey paw. Guys, if you know me and you know the way I teach, you know that there's no right or wrong for certain techniques. So whatever works best for you is what you should do. In this case, I'm going to grab with a monkey paw grip, right? Just like this. Once I get here, guys, I'm going to bring my left hand through and get my Kimura grip. So I'm going to focus 100% on my Kimura grip. I don't want to go over basic Kimuras. The basic Kimura finish is obviously to bring his thumb and swipe it across his shoulder. But let's assume that we're not able to do that because he postures up, right, to defend the Kimura. So guys, one thing that a very good friend of mine told me, who I used to train with, his name is Marcelo Cohen. So if you haven't seen him, check him out. He's an absolute beast with the Kimura, EBI veteran, no-gi pants, black belt champion, etc. He told me always get your hand that's over the tricep close to the elbow and keep it tight. So don't be up here by the shoulder. Keep that close to the elbow and keep it tight. So when Ty goes to posture up, I'm able to keep good control. See how I'm close to his elbow here? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to undo my butterfly hook and hip escape. And now look, my left knee, very quickly, don't knee your partners in the face, but very quickly is going to come through, and I'm going to use a knee frame on his face. So I very quickly hip escaped. My right leg is hooking his right leg, so my bottom leg is hooking very tight, and I shoot this through. It's very quick. Now my knee frame is here. So I don't keep my knee frame. I use my knee frame to push my hip a little bit more, and I bring my leg over and around to the hip. This is by far my favorite position to finish the Kimura from the bottom. So depending on what Ty does, if he grabs a grip, whatever grip he could grab, yeah, if he grabs a grip there, I use my foot to break, strip, break, and finish here. If he grabs inside his hamstring, right, I'm always using my foot to help me break his grip, right? And if you can't break his grip, get your chest close to the elbow, make yourself one solid structure, and shake the grip off. Shake it really aggressively like this. This foot on the hip is going to keep pressure. I'm going to push on the hip, and then I'm going to bring the arm up my shin. So since I can't access his back, we normally slide the back of his hand, the knuckles across the back. In this case, I'm going to slide them across my shin. And I get the tap. So this is our starting finishing position from the Kimura that I love to use. So we have some other options from here, guys. Once we get to this dominant position, I can weave my leg in all the way through to the other side. Now, I do so by lifting my hip. So again, my right foot is currently controlling Ty's right leg. See how I use my shoulder and my foot to lift my hip? There's now space between my hip and the mat. This is very important. I lift my hip, make space, and my left leg goes all the way through and hooks. Now at this point I can break the grip, change my hand position, and get the arm lock. Right? I could even do a wrist lock if I wanted to. There's a bunch of different options, but my first option is the arm bar. Now if Ty tries to roll, my right hook will stop it. Do you guys see my right hook? Can you move your left leg, Ty? See my right hook? It's been there the whole time. My right hook stops that roll, and I get my finish anyways. If I prefer to finish from a top position, I undo my hook, I let Ty roll, time my roll with him, bring the leg over the head, switch the hands to double wrist control, and I'll get my finish there anyways. So let's look at these 3 different variations from a different angle. So we're in our frame control. We control the wrist. Hand shoots over. I get the Kimura. I stay close to the elbow. First one, watch my right foot, guys. I do a big hip escape. See how my right foot is hooked? Now look, right knee comes through quickly, so it would look like this if I was really doing it. I hip escape. My right knee comes through quick. I develop this knee frame. Now my left knee, pardon me guys. Now my left knee shoots up and over and goes to the hip. First finish is to slide the back of his knuckles across my shin. Right, if he gets a grip, I can use my foot to help me break the grip depending on what it is. I love to do that. If he's got a grip that I can't use my foot with, I can get my chest very close to the elbow and shake aggressively and get the finish. And if I prefer to finish with arm bars, I'm going to use my right shoulder and my right leg. So watch this leg here, guys. To lift my hip, shoot this left one through and see how it comes across and hooks. And now here I straighten his arm and I get my arm bar. If he tries to roll, my hook will stop it. If I want him to roll, I undo my hook. He rolls through. I follow up and I get my Kimura finish, guys. So one more time from this angle here. So Ty's going to come in front of me because it's 3 different finishing variations. Let's just say I have the Kimura control from half butterfly. I hip escape. Look at my right foot, guys. See when I hip escape? Now look, my right knee comes through quickly and I put it towards the sky. It's very important that your knee frame is strong. Now I use my knee to push him away so I don't need to utilize so much dexterity. Slide my leg over and come here. If you feel vulnerable coming here, I've seen plenty of people finish the Kimura right here. But it's much better if you can get this foot on the hip. If he has some type of grip that I can break with my foot, I use my foot to help me break. If he's tight on his hamstring and I tried using my foot and I wasn't able to, I get my chest close to the elbow, become one structure, shake, 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 and I break. And then if I like arm bars, I need to turn, use my hip, bring this leg through, and then I come back down to my side. I get the break here. If he tries to roll, I stop the roll. I still get the break. If he tries to roll and I want him to, I allow him to roll, and I follow through my arm lock finish. Guys, I want to show you just a few of the possibilities that you have with the Kimura, depending on dexterity levels, depending on skill levels, but something that's a little more advanced that I do from this position. You can do this from bottom half, right? It could be from even a knee shield. I'm here, I hip escape, bring this knee frame through, I come around. Guys, sometimes if I'm able to get really good at lifting my hip, I can undo my bottom leg, shoot it around, and I'll just come up through like this, and I'll come into a body triangle and start to attack the neck. So being in this position, so let's go to that Kimura position. Being in this Kimura position here, guys, you have so many different opportunities to attack, right? There's so many different things you can do. You can get your right leg out and you can switch to an omoplata and you can start to attack from there, right? Because I'm at such a drastic angle and I have so much control and I have so many things to do. If you feel your partner's trying to pull their arm in, you can let them pull their arm in, push, and start to attack the back here. So guys, this is something that I do almost every single day in the academy while rolling, especially with bigger guys. It's good to defend the over-under. Being at the Bernardo Free Academy, I see the over-under all the time. So when people get this over-under control like this, I oftentimes use this Kimura from here. I do a big hip escape, bring my leg over, and start all of these different attacks. So if you guys like that position, I urge you to try it and see what suits you best. Maybe it's a back take, maybe it's an arm lock, maybe it's an omoplata, maybe it's a wrist lock, who knows? But see what suits you best. And if you like the content, please like and subscribe, guys. Always.